Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty, back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to be doing a Diamond Paul George gameplay. Before we go any further, huge shout out to my guy Julio for letting me hop on his account to do a Diamond PG gameplay.
Ball game.
That's though. George.
Now, we're not talking about playoff P here. We're talking about the Diamond Idols VIP, Paul George. And I know a lot of people have said, oh, Paul George is just like his Ruby. No, he's not, okay? This Paul George is 6'9", 83 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 86 steal, 89 perimeter defense, 86 speed with a 90 lateral quickness. Those are incredible stats. I can't tell you enough for a 6'9" small forward. Those are incredible stats. 59 on-ball steal tendencies, 2 Hall of Fame badges, 14 gold, as well as 14 silver badges with 7 on bronze. So a lot of his badges need to be upgraded, obviously, and you do need to apply like a range extender. But he does have some crazy good badges. 2 Hall of Fame badges being chase down artist and pogo stick, 14 golds being catch and shoot. Difficult shots, relentless finisher, ankle breaker, pick dodger, clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, contact finisher, fast break finisher, showtime, deadeye, and tireless shooter. So some very good gold badges. Silver badges including tireless defender, bailout, quick first step, space creator, stop and go, tight handles, hot zone hunter, hot start, slippery off ball, and volume shooter. Bronze badges, intimidator, defensive leader, green machine. So I personally love this Paul George card and what he is going to give me, but really what it comes down to is how he moves in the half court and how he's going to perform in an unlimited type setting. So let's hop right into shoot around to see how he moves and grooves. Hopping right into it, and Paul George just looks like he's gonna be good. Now, I know he's not gonna have that momentum. Okay, hold up. Before we go any further, let's turn this shot meter off and let's go crazy with Paul George. His release is so smooth, and when I say silky, it is literally that. It is so smooth, so easy to green, and I feel like he, especially when he gets that range extender, is just gonna be absolutely lights out. Now, Paul George has sold me a lot in the past 2Ks, but I'm willing to give him another chance just because I think he has a capability of being super good at the small forward position. I don't know if there's a better card in the game right now than Paul George. I truly don't. Once you get him badged out, now it's important to remember he's not badged out yet, so he's not going to do everything at a high level. But once you get him that range extender, all those types of badges, he is going to be absolutely incredible. Right now, he doesn't, and that's why he might not be as good as a guy like, let's say, an Elgin Baylor, for example. Which Elgin Baylor is in a league of his own, but let's say Paul George gets all the badges, everything he can, he is going to be up there in that kind of great debate within the top small forwards in the game. I personally like his release a lot. His dribble sigs in the half court aren't great, but you know what he's going to be. He's going to be a great 3-and-D guy. And his behind the back is super incredible. He greened that, and he doesn't even have range. It's a scary sight. That's all I'm going to say. He doesn't even have range, but his dribble sigs are really incredible. They truly are incredible. I personally think this Paul George card is going to be incredible. Without further ado, let's hop right into a gameplay. Hopping right in here to a gameplay. We're up against Terrell Brandon, Wally Serbiak, Allen Houston, Bailey Howell, and Anthony Davis. He has all those guys, but he does not have Paul George. And I promise you, Paul George, I'm going to put him on Terrell Brandon, and he will absolutely clamp him up. Trust me when I say that. Paul George at 6'9" is going to be one of the best on-ball defenders in the game. Paul George was probably the card I was most excited to use today. Now, Manu, I was obviously impressed with when I did use him, but coming out the gates, Paul George was it. He was that guy I wanted to use to see, is he really what I think he can be? And on the first possession of the game, he knocks down a three-pointer, and this is where he's going to be on the defensive end. In the opposing point guard. Literally in them. Not going to let them get an inch of space the entire game. Good. KP drop back. Good defense right there. I don't have shot feedback on for my opponent. I just realized that, which is kind of going to be a pain, but it is what it is. As long as I have it for me, that is all that matters. Come here, KP. Right to the cup. Back to him. Got to be green, and it's not. I got to be able to green more consistently with Kristaps. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say, Dennis Rodman. I'm going to leave it at that. Good defense. There we go. Get it up to PG. Woo! Oh, he got plucked. He got plucked by Terrell Brandon. That's a good defensive play. PG getting it back with that bronze intimidator badge popping up. He just wants to cheese around screens with Wally Serbiak. That's all I'm seeing right now. That's not going to happen for me, though. What am I watching right now? They call over the...
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am.
What am I watching this guy do? All right, Paul George, let's go crazy. Come here, KP. KP and Paul George. The pick and pop has to be better than it is. There it is. Back to Kristaps. Green. Thank you. Kristaps catches it in rhythm. What he's trying to do, honestly, as far as his offense is concerned. I'm really kind of confused, if you want me to be honest with you. But that's not for me to worry about. What I'm going to worry about today is going off with Paul George, because that's my job, is to show you guys what Paul George can do. He is putting on a show right now. Good defense, PG. Yup, great defense from PG. Get it to him. I kind of want to see Patty Mills release. Let it fly. Oh my, he got a nice release, man. I ain't going to sit here and lie. I ain't going to sit here and lie with you. Patty Mills got a super nice release.
Stupid.
Wow. Talk about being bad. I thought he was going to fall for the pass fake, and he definitely did not. Good defense, Kristaps. That's the best defense you have played all day. You've been kind of hit or miss on defense, but that was a good defensive possession right there. Get it up to Kristaps, making it happen on both ends of the court. Kristaps Porzingis is playing very, very well right now in this game. Sit on it, PG. Great defense. Paul George got the gold interceptor on it without even having to upgrade it at all. I love that. That is music to my ears. Paul George making things happen early in this game. Come back to him. Good. Turn and run. Yes, sir. We're there. Good, PG. You really threw that, man. I don't know what I can even say. That's a lightly my fault. I thought you were going to get an open out of that. And I really wanted to green it. Offensively, this guy is an absolute disaster. He truly is a disaster on the offensive end. And he has had enough in the very first quarter. Let's hop into a quick triple threat online game with Diamond Paul George to see how he is. Hopping into the game here, we're up against Cheeser McGee. I see Stephen Curry, Clay, and KD, but he doesn't have Paul George. And Paul George, let me tell you, goes crazy. You guys see the Oklahoma City jersey. It's the Oklahoma City Paul George. One-handed jam. Oh, my Lord. Paul George. Watch out, man. Come here. Steph, you're a baby. All right, come here, Patty. Patty Mills, we got to get a look over to Paul George. Paul George's release is just absolutely incredible. I don't know how to say it. Like, I've been inconsistent with almost every single release so far this year. With Paul George, everything is green. And I don't know if it's just his release, what it is, his badges. I'm not sure. I have no idea. But everything is green with this Paul George card. Behind the back. Back to KP. That's green. No, it's not. Little Hezzy. Woo. Woo. I knew he was going to lose that. I knew it. I should never even tried that. I knew he was going to lose that once he was in traffic. Alright, that's fine. Tried to get a little out of my comfort zone there. Let's get back involved with Paul George here. To the cup. Paul George dunks everything. One-handed jam. Look at him playing defense. Look at him playing defense. Over to Patty Mills in the corner. His release is just so quick. I don't know about this base 98. Maybe if I figured it out, Patty Mills would be a dog. But I could not figure it out. I can hardly figure out a slow release, let alone base 98. That's good enough defense, I felt like. Good. Get it up to PG.
Another one.
All right, look. I don't know what else I can say. I get it's a long two and he might step in, but still, it is rare to green as much as, at least for me, I'm greening with Paul George. I usually am not that green with any other person at this stage of the game. I'm just not right now. And he's just firing up bricks right now while PG is doing his thing. That was I felt like perfect release. Just might have been a little late there. Let's get a nice behind the back. Woo! Split the Warriors defense right there. Out to Patty Mills. Can you at least green a midi? Yo, this Patty Mills. I don't know about this base 98 release. Paul George gets his first assist of this triple threat game. But look at that. He gets a contest on something like that. And that's what I'm talking about with Paul George's height, his frame. That's a good contest by KD. He is going to be one of the best defenders, if not the best perimeter defender in the game. It's a fact. There is no disputing that. With his frame and his defensive ability, he has the potential to be the best perimeter defender in the game. Patty Mills is selling my soul right now. Show me, KD. You. Alright, can I get a bucket here? Paul George running straight to the rim with a slam dunk. I'm loving this Paul George the more I'm using him. George, come here. Woo! He's dancing around screens. He's moving and grooving. It's Paul George world, and we're all just living in it. The movement of this Paul George is this thing I was most excited about. High speed, high lateral quickness, good three ball, good dribble six. I don't know why y'all wouldn't like this card. And I didn't even like Paul George last. Woo! He's moving right now. He is moving right now. Look at Paul George taking over this triple threat online game right now. I just a little late there on the contest. Didn't quite get there. Up to Paul George. I want to end it on a 3. Whoa, relax. Can KD just relax? Like, I just want to end it on a 3, man. I just want to end it on a 3. It's Paul George's world, and we're all living in it. Looking at the box score here, Paul George ended up with 17 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 8 of 10 from the field, and 1 of 2 from deep. He's a green machine from deep, and that's not easy to do in triple threat online. It's really not easy to do. If you're greening with players and they're that good on defense, that is extremely rare for the time we're in. That is going to wrap it up for Diamond Paul George gameplay, where I would rank him as at least a top 3 small forward in the game. He's better than Odom. He's obviously better than any of these guys. Richmond, Kobe. He's better than a guy like Doug Christie, Richard Jefferson, Bailey Howell. None of those guys even compare to Paul George. None of them. Paul George, and this one doesn't even have badges, blows my mind. He is probably my favorite card that I've used so far in the game, and I don't even think it's particularly close. I absolutely love this Paul George card. Is he worth the price he is going for is a question I am going to get a lot of, I have a feeling. Well, here's the deal. Paul George is not a buyout. That's the problem. That is the biggest problem. He's going to go for a lot of MT, and is he worth it? Not this early in the game, but he is absolutely incredible, and if you could get him for 100K, I think he's worth that price tag. But that's going to wrap it up for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love y'all, and have a blessed day.